Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. My name is Caitlin Cordani. I'm a professional travel agent with Team Sky, and I have been in sales for 19 years, and I absolutely enjoy organizing everybody's businesses. um, One thing that I excel at is organization and keeping myself like attention to detail. And one thing I needed was to keep all of my project information in one place. So for the last 6 months, I've been building my Notion platform. It's a customer relations management system. And I do have a beginner's guide that I will be providing to you guys at the end of this training. And basically, what it does for me is keep everything that I need to build for projects, content planning, my HR services. Now we're building contact information for our clients so that I don't have to put everything into 5 different address books. I can have it all in one place. So this is going to be fun because we're doing it from scratch. It's a brand new page that we're going to be creating. So if you want to follow along, that would be highly recommended to best manage your time during this training. It's going to be a little longer, but it's going to be super informative. And with you following along, you're going to get the feel of how to use Notion, which is really important. So you guys want to get started? Hi, Sydney. Welcome. We're using Notion. Thanks for joining. This meeting is being recorded. All right, so I'm going to put the address to Notion in the chat. Does everybody see that? Sydney, let me know where you're from, how long you've been with us, and who's your mentor, please.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I've been with the company about a year, I guess now.
Okay.
And Shauna is my mentor.
Okay. Shauna's awesome. I love her.
Yes, she really is.
um, well, thanks for joining. This is a Notion customer relations management training on how to build a page for your contacts for your clients. So Notion has a template for contacts. Actually, they have multiple different templates. So it would be easier for me to show you. Let me collapse all my private information. All right, I'm going to share my screen, guys. All right. All right, you're going to see the left of me because I've got 2 screens. All right, does everybody see my screen or
Yes.
no? Okay. I don't see my screen. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. All right. You can see my Notion. Let me pop up the chat.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, perfect. All right. So everybody's logged into their Notion.so so that we can follow along. This is going to be a follow along training course. I've taken notes. We have instruction. Can everybody see my notes, or do I need to make the words bigger? Oh.
I'm gonna go on to another laptop just so I could get closer look.
Okay,
One's a little
absolutely.
small.
Okay, absolutely, Sydney. Take your time. We'll wait here for a second. Take a screenshot of these instructions for those watching the replay. This way you have them on hand.
Oh, there's this one.
So this is my projects page. Hello, Dominique. Oh, hello, Dominique. Thanks for joining. My name is Caitlin Cordani. I am a trainer and professional travel agent with Archer. How are you?
Hi, sorry, this is Sydney. I realized I was logged in as my husband on my
Oh, okay. Hi,
computer.
Sydney.
Sorry.
No worries. Welcome back. See. All right, Sydney, I changed your name so I don't forget.
Thank you.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Okay, so notion.so. Let me put that back in the chat for you, Sydney. So it's really easy, very simple to get started on Notion when you're creating a profile. If you haven't watched my beginner's guide already, you go to notion.so and then sign in on your email, create an account, put an email for your business in there, and then you create a password. It asks you what you want to use Notion for. You select work, sales, CRM, and then you'll have an option to select templates in your left-hand corner. Let me show you. Templates. It brings you here. You're going to select work and then search projects and tasks. Oh, hold on. Let me go back so I can filter. So you can filter it to free. And then Notion. Search projects. Here we go. And then this is the one I use. But this one manages time. This is project management. These are made by creators that are free. So this is Notions, made by Notion. And then this is the project template that I use to help me manage my time and tasks. This is what it looks like. Okay, so this is the board that we're going to be working on. So if you're starting a new Notion, this is where you want to be. So what you do once your account's been created, you add to my workspace on the template section down here. Okay. Let me know in the chat when you are here. Even if yours is just the walkthrough template that's already made for you. Let me know when you're here to the projects board. It's a coffee day, guys. I'm so tired. Awesome, Sue. All right, so excellent, Sydney. We're gonna wait here. We've got Jennifer, Marlena, and Josette. So we want to all be on the same page, and I'm not going to move forward until you guys are all there, okay?
Here. Yeah.
So excellent, Josette. Okay, Jennifer, did you want me to help walk you through that process again? Do I need to go through that again for you? Because I can do that. Okay, let me know. Just let me know. And Marlena, are you good?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, projects. Yeah, I think I am where you were. Planning. Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
progress. Okay, perfect.
You got the templates made? There's like pre-made stuff. You'll see a whole bunch of stuff on the page.
Yeah, I went to templates and I chose the one that you said, projects and tasks, and I added to my work.
Excellent. So you're here then.
Yes.
Mine is collapsed. I have projects going, you can see.
Yeah.
But I just want to protect my client's privacy. But this is the board that we're going to be working in. So I wanted you guys to see what it looks like. Yours is going to be expanded. So you're going to see like a board with columns and rows. Do you see that? So these are the boards that we're going to be building today for your contacts. Okay. So, oh, it looks like we lost Josette. Oh no, I hope she comes back. All right. So now in this, let me collapse this for you. In this side menu, do you see your side menu that says projects and tasks? Oh, we're still waiting on Jennifer. Hold on one second. So I'm going to be looking at the chat to see if everybody's on the same page so we can progress forward. So oh yay, we got Josette back. Excellent. So I just want to let you know I work a lot with communication. So when I ask if you guys are ready to go, I would like to have a response. This way I know when to move forward. So I have patience, but I would like to move this training along. So we are waiting on Jennifer. Excellent. Jennifer, you good? Nope, I'm waiting on you. You're a participant in this training and everybody's gonna be awarded the same patience, I promise.
It's just not letting me set up a password. It's not allowing me to like click on that part. So I don't want to hold everybody up. I don't know why it's being weird.
So what page did you want to share your
Oh,
screen?
you know what? Never mind. I'm good. Sorry. I'm doing it on my iPad and I had my iPad on its side and I just needed to turn it up and down. So I'm going to set up a password right now and then I'll be good.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Take your time.
So I say for my team, correct? So I can do projects and all of that.
Pardon?
I would do it for my team, right? That's how I want to
No,
use it is or for personal.
It's a personal. It's a personal. Because for a team, you have to pay for each person that you add into the workspace. So for
Okay.
a team, it would be you're giving them access to your Notion and paying for them if you wanted to help your newer team members out, but while they're getting started. But this one is a personal. I only have one other person on with access to this, and you can have up to like 10 people, I think, on a personal. And then you would set up the sales CRM for the options because it's like a work thing that you want to use it for. So they have school, personal, and work. And my daughter actually showed this to me for her school, and I was like, this is perfect. Let's get this going. So I started in the free plan. There is a free plan. This one is the plus, the one that I have. that's a personal preference. I chose to upgrade the plan because of the amount of work that I do in it, and I'm sharing this space with someone. So I want to make sure that I can hold the amount of data that I function at. But you don't have to use the paid plan.
Okay, so do we go to the homepage or project planner?
Okay, so in the sidebar, you go down to templates
Okay,
and then select work once you're there.
okay,
And then this one is the featured template for projects and tasks. This is how you get started. So you just click on it and then add to workspace.
okay.
And then you should see it pop up right here, like projects and then tasks. And I don't know if they do the sprint boards anymore. So this is the board that we'll be starting on. So you can change the cover and reposition it. This is just like a picture that I really like from the options. Scroll down, you got all kinds of stuff. This is the picture I chose. But they have like art and different drawings and real cool stuff. And then you can upload and then link. Paste an image link so you can get that URL. And then Unsplash is creators that make pictures or upload their images and allow other people to use it. So in the left-hand menu here, we are going to hover over your, let me pop this out, headquarters here. Okay, so it should say like your team space, whatever you named it. If it was named for you, it would just pop up like that. And then it would say HQ next to it. This is your team space board where a lot of your projects would be developed. I also do marketing and tasks and itinerary builds here. So you want to click on this add a page button. It's a hover to get to that plus sign, and then you add a page. So you see it popped down here at the bottom. This is customizable. So you can click on it and then rename it, and you can change the icon. So we're gonna do phone. Okay, and then you can select the color that you want for it. So I'm just gonna do red, and then I'm gonna name this contacts for clients. But you can name this whatever you want, okay? And then you can add a cover and then add comments. You can also add a description. Oops. Control Z is a back button for you. Okay. So now we are going to click anywhere in this blank space. Okay. So go to the page where you want to add the table, which is this, and then click anywhere on the page and press the back slash. Okay. This is your menu. It's a command menu. So this is where you can create a page, to-do list, add text, headings, tables, bullet lists, numbered lists, toggle lists, quotes, dividers, link to page, call outs. Okay, you can also use AI. So this is ask AI anything. Okay, so you can ask AI to make the table, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do our own table. So if you scroll down, you'll see there's different options to add in images, web bookmarks, videos, audio, code. If you're, an SEO coder, you can definitely add your own. You can add files. In this database section, this is what we're going to be seeing: table view, board view, gallery view, list view, calendar view, timeline view. We're going to touch base on these later, but we're going to also touch base on these charts. What we want is database inline. Okay, so we're going to click on that, and boom, we have a table. Let me blow this up for you so you can see it. We have a table. Excuse me, guys. Is everybody here? Oh, great. Yes, Jennifer. Anthony, yay. Okay.
It's Sue, I am.
Pardon?
It's Sue, I am.
Oh, yay. Okay, Sue. Yes. And Josette, are you here too?
Yes, my question is, I'm getting, so should I add table view?
No, keep scrolling down. You'll see a database section at the bottom where you're going to have table view and all of that. And then you're going to keep scrolling. Let me show you.
Okay,
You'll see table database inline. This is what you want to click on.
database and then
It's down towards AI blocks. You'll see it's third up from the AI blocks.
okay. I'm in background color, actions.
Oh, I think that you're way far.
Did I go to?
Yes, I think you need to go up. Go back up to the top,
Okay.
and then you'll see basic blocks, and then Notion
Okay.
AI, media, and then database. So it's the fourth column in the menu.
Oh, okay, there we are.
then
Notion
you're-
AI.
Yep, media.
Oh, wait.
If you scroll too fast, you might miss it because it
I
does
think
go
I
very
did.
quickly. I try to slow down the scrolls because I can easily head down to like 3 different columns later. So
Okay.
it's after the media. So you got Notion AI, media, database.
Oh, wait, okay, contacts, backspace, backslash. Okay, basic blocks. Notion AI, media, database.
Yep, you're in that column.
There it is, there it is.
Yay, data inline.
I
Yay. All right, so you've clicked on that.
yes.
All right, and Marlena, you're with us here, and Sue is with us as well.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, perfect. So now we're gonna move on to the next step. So we've selected table inline, table full page. This is database inline now. And so create table on a full page, open that table, click the 3-dot menu. This is to convert it into inline, but we selected that one. And then so now what we're gonna do is enter the data that we need for our table. So click on each cell of to enter the data. So everybody's familiar with Excel, right? How you click into a cell, one of those small boxes, and then you enter in your data from your keyboard. It's the same concept here, guys. We've got contacts or client info. I cannot spell today, guys. Like I said, I'm so tired. This is a table view, okay? So we've already got name here. Good morning. So what we're going to do is leave this tags, okay? This tags is necessary for me, especially when I'm trying to figure out like if my client is a current active client, if they're traveling, if they're planning, if they're in, you know, need of travel, but don't need it right this minute. If their trip is way far ahead and they want to wait until we can book flights, that's typically how I do it. You know, there's all kinds of tags that you can put into this. So we'll touch base on that in just a minute. What I do want you to do, if you guys all see this plus sign here.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay, this plus sign here is an add a column to the board. So we already have suggestions here at the top, okay? So these suggestions typically come from your customizations if you've already made them. Some of you guys are brand new to Notion, so you haven't done anything except for this in your Notion, so you'll have a smaller list. But I absolutely love these recommendations. So you click on one, boom, it's ready to be made. Okay, add another one. You need their phone number. So that's great. We've got the two most important ones, right? So let's add a third one. I'm gonna do text down here. Let's see. Yep, I'm gonna do text down here. And now we've got to name it. So I'm gonna do address or mailing address or billing address. Depending on whatever you want to put here. Yes, my camera's on, but it's got a background. You don't have to. Okay, sorry. So you don't have to put billing, you don't have to put mailing. I just put address. It's super easy. Most people's billing address is their related, you know, mailing address. But you could get like a mailing address and then a billing address. We can do last contacted. That's a great column to have. I like to keep notes about when I've contacted my client on the project so that when I'm working on it, I know what step I need to take to contact them next. This is a good date to have for the last contact. This way you're constantly looking at their information. You're constantly updating this information. It's never going to be out of date. Let's do another column. You could do a referral source, follow-up required, add documents, notes, account status. This is good for if you wanted to change this column. So let's go back to the text. You guys all with me here? I'm kind of speeding up because it does get kind of technical after this, and it's like really just the steps. So I'm glad that you guys are following along. We're gonna edit a column now. Okay, so what you do is you click on the property and you select edit property. So we're gonna do, you can change the icon. You can change the selection. Okay, So we were doing, sorry guys, I have to go back. I forgot what we were doing. I'm sorry. We were doing preferred contact method. We were gonna edit. Yep, the drop down. Okay, I'm back. Sorry guys, I have a brain injury, so that happens to me sometimes. So we're gonna select, we're gonna change it from a multi-select to a select. And then this is named tags, so we want to change the name of it to a referral method. And then sort by manual, alphabetical, reverse. So we're gonna do alphabetical. But we don't have to do that. We can also just keep it manually. You can do autofill. This is new. You can generate new options. You have more options. What do you want to generate? You can autofill all pages. So there's different options that you can do for this section. You can add an option here. So the referral method is Facebook. Boom. That's created. Now we can edit that. This is blue now. Okay. Let's try that again. Did you see that? In this menu, when we clicked on the referral to edit the property, I went down to options and pressed on the plus sign. Thanks, Jennifer.
A referral.
All right. And I just clicked the plus sign and we're gonna add Instagram. Boom. I just clicked enter on my keyboard. In the mobile option, you might have an okay button or like a thank you, or like another like enter button. It could say enter, it could say something else like that. I use Notion mainly on my computer, so I'm not very familiar with the mobile option. All right, so Instagram is always pink for me. It could be any color you want. And this is how you delete it. If you accidentally add a property, just click on the 6 dots next to it and select delete. It's gonna ask you if you want to delete it, and then boom, it's gone. Okay. So, all right, Instagram. And then, so that's pink because we just made it pink and added it back. You can also restore stuff from your trash can in your menu. Go to trash and then contacts manager. I deleted this yesterday and this one too, because I was playing around with it and messed these whole pages up. So I just deleted them. Some items you can press on the Control Z button. You see how it went backwards. All right, so now we are going back to the edit property, and you can hide the view, which moved it to a hidden section where you can show in view and it'll always be there. Hide in view gives you the option to go here. No, actually it does hide the column altogether. Control Z and it'll put it back. So
Can you, I'm sorry.
no.
I'm at edit property.
Mhm.
It's just where you add, I got stuck somewhere. Let me see.
Okay. So you added the property and then you
Okay.
edited the type, right?
The type, that's where okay.
Okay, so it
Edit.
was on a multi-select for the tags. You're in the tags one, right?
Okay, now I'm in, okay, and then now I see it, okay.
And so you need a selection. And then once you make
Select.
that change for what type it is, you'll be able to rename it from tags to referrals method. Okay.
And then options is where I add Facebook and Instagram.
Right. You can add as many as you like. So I have YouTube,
Okay.
TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook groups. So I've got a few, and then there's other, Travel Leaders Network, Yelp, Agent Universe profiles.
doing?
So pardon?
Oh,
So
sorry, I was talking.
oh, no, you're fine. No worries. So you can add as many as you want. You can say word of mouth. I do events at a booth setup. So I would most likely put like event in there as well. On vacation. My neighbors, like you can go as elaborate or as less in depth as you'd like. And it definitely is your preference on this. This is what I love about Notion. It gives you a starting point. This is elaborate. We've built this from nothing, right? So we are going to have to put in what we want where. So let's move on. So we definitely did resize the columns. Okay, so we are going to resize the columns now. So I'm going to do Bella Swan, and I'm going to add a method. So everybody see I clicked on the square that was empty next to Bella Swan, a fictional character, not personal identifiable information, YouTube. I am going to add in Forks High School. Okay, we are going with it. Now, oh, sorry, Forks High School. I clicked out of it, so it didn't create. So to create it, you just click on create. And then now it's there. So you can edit it in this, sorry, in the 3 dots, you can select the number, or the color for whatever it is. And now it's sitting here in the referrals method. Okay. Bella Swan. This is not real.com. And then the phone number is 123-456-7890. And then this is, 1234 Main Street, Forks, Washington. Watch that actually be an address. Last contacted. This, guys, I absolutely love this. Okay. You can definitely do one single date for the last follow-up, but I'm just gonna show you this when you're doing projects. Okay, let's say you have a project that is due on a later date and you don't want to create like a single date. You want to drag out for that start date to the end date, and you've got the line in between and it's indicating multiple dates. You click end date. Okay, now we've got a start date, which is the today, and then this is the end date when my project is due. So now I have an idea of how many days I have to work on my project. You can remind yourself what you need to do 1 day before, 2 days before. You can say none. Okay, I don't think that you can do reminder edits, so it is just what it is here. But for the end date, you can also include the time. So it pops up like, this is the time that it needs to be done by. This is the time that we started the project. And that way you can keep track of your hours, how many, if you're charging like an instant commission and you're paid by the hour,
Good.
you can keep track of that,
Yes.
the hours you've worked on it. This is date and format time zone, so you can edit like day, month, day, year, day, month, year, month, day, and relative date just is like an estimated time or the full date. Mine is in my standard time zone, but you can change that to be whatever time zone you want it to be in. Chicken butt. I got 100% on my presentation. Excellent. I'm so proud of you. And then I have mine in 12 hours, but for those that have
Okay.
contacts in
me.
other countries, you can definitely do 24 hours because I know that they're on the 24-hour time. So, and then if you mess up, clear it. That's it. You've got a clear button. I've used that plenty of times where I've messed up this start and end date, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, and clear it out. It's not worth the frustration, right? And then the preferred method of contact. So we don't have anything for this, so we can add in phone. Okay, you can do text. You can do email. You can do messenger, meta business, TikTok shop, you know, Pinterest, messages. You can do whatever you want, guys. It'll always give it a different color until it's run out of colors. So they do give you a lot of colors, but they're pretty basic. Brown, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, red. So if you exceed these, they'll start to repeat themselves. So you'll have multiple colors that are for each section. So like for me, if I were to do Facebook Messenger and then Meta Business Messenger, I would probably do both of these blue. And that way it'll use brown for something else. TikTok and Messenger Shop, I could do them both dark gray. Or I mean, sorry, this looks like it's a dark gray, but it says light gray. You know, that way it'll use the regular gray for something else. And then, you know, you can, if you accidentally add something in, just simply delete it. Super simple like that. Delete, delete. Delete. Keep deleting until you have whatever you want. And I think that this is a really good board to have so that you'll be able to make sure that everything is all in one place for your contacts so that you can connect these to your projects too. And we're going to go over that later. So to move a column, it's just like Excel. Guys, like I mentioned at the beginning, this is just like Excel. So you can move the columns, the rows. Oh, we got to move over here. The rows, I believe. It won't let me.
I'm working with the pencil. Is there like a certain kind of way to tap on it? I'm having problems moving it.
What did you say? The beginning?
I'm working with the pencil, the
Oh yeah.
Apple, and I can't.
So when you hover your mouse in between, you'll see there's a line right here.
Oh, okay.
And then you can pull it. Does everybody see the blue line? This is
Oh, yes.
excellent. This
Got
is
it.
the indicator that you're moving a column. You can't quite see it on my screen because of the system settings I have set for dark mode. But it does indicate with the mouse icon as well that you're moving something, just like Excel. So, one thing that you can do when customizing your contact list is if you have a Google form. I have a Google form set up to intake all of my first-time customers so that I've got their travel preferences on file. It also tells me about the customer, so their personal identifiable information, all of the trip details, what types of trip they want to take, what services they're looking for.
You're referring at the jot form?
No, I created, I'm doing,
Can you use the jot form though, or do you have to do Google?
no, you can use jot form. It's for whatever form type that you have set up for intakes for your clients. Basically what I'm saying is you can take sections from that form and put it in on this screen so that when you get an intake, you can put all of their information on this table for their personal identifiable information and what is related to their contact information. This
Okay.
way, it's all in one place. You don't have to add it to another database and keep track of it in 5 different screens. The point I like to use for my business is trying to keep everything all in one place. So that's what we're doing with the contacts for this. I do like the idea to keep like their preferences on file. So you could do a multi-select, and then like you see here, this is a select option. So there's only one option that I can select. I can't select 2 or 3 different options. It won't let me. It replaces it. With the multi-select, you can do edit property and then do hotel preferences. We're just going to use that for example. And we could do an alphabetical, like let's say you have 10 different top hotels that you typically book with. I do like Rio or Ryu and Hilton International and Hyatt and Marriott and Disney, Universal Resorts and things like that. So if you were to do the hotel preferences, you would add each of those options from your form to here. So we're gonna just do a couple.
I have a question.
Yes.
I know you said we can get our jot form or the Google form and then enter it. Is there anything, or is that too technical, that we could send them a link that they can fill out and it goes straight to our database?
For Notion, no, there's not like a link
Okay.
that you can send to them. This is a database that you would
That we
unfortunately
enter,
have to
okay.
fill in the beginning. There are external connections that you could use, like Calendly, to be able to connect to
Okay.
Notion. But that's in a different course. I don't want to confuse you guys.
No, I get it. I get it. I
I do have
understand.
the steps
Okay.
on how to connect this because we're building this. We are going to
Okay.
go over that, but the connections aren't going to be made. It's like, okay,
I know what you're saying.
Notion's calendars connects to Google's calendar. So anything that you enter in on Notion goes to Google and vice versa.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's what I'm talking about with a connection, and I don't want to confuse you guys.
Okay, okay.
So we've got 3 different options here. We're gonna add in view. So we have 4. Okay, so now you have the hotel preferences. So we're gonna select a few of them. And you see how there's multiple options here. And this one, when I selected, it just it would drop down the menu, and then I select it and it changed the option. So this is a single select, this is a multiple select, and you can tell by the icon. Okay. Does everybody understand that? I use Google Form. It's really, really, really cool because it feeds itself into a spreadsheet. So all I would have to do is enter in the contact information for my clients on Notion from that spreadsheet. And you can set it up so that it's in the same column from the spreadsheet to, this is basically a spreadsheet. So that's why it, you can customize the columns. I like it. That's my preferred method because it's really easy to do. I'll be doing a Google, let me see, hold on a second. I'll be doing a guide to Google. I was just there. Aha, here we go. I'll be doing Google Suite next month for my presentation training. So we will be doing a deep dive into Google Forms, Sheets, Docs, and how to use all three of those to maximize your business. So don't worry, I got you. All right, so we're gonna move on. Everybody understand how to do the columns or any questions so far?
Yes.
Excellent.
Got it. I got it.
I'm so excited. All right. So we're gonna keep going. Oh yeah, filter and sort. So now that we are here and we have multiple different options, let me show you something really cool. I need you guys to stop interrupting me, please. Okay, great. You can drag your columns. If you don't like the, let's say you wrote a list and you're like, I don't like the way this flows. Okay, you can just drag the columns. Obviously not to off the board, but to the back, to the end of the board itself. So you know, this is a preferred actually referral method. So yeah, we can put that to the back. But the contact preference, let's move that to the phone number, next to the phone number. This is obviously something that we wanted to make sure the preferred contact method is next to the phone number so that we know, okay, so there's the phone number, I'm going to text them instead of making a phone call and they're like, why did you call me? You know what I mean? Hi, Sydney. Thanks so much for joining. I know, right? It's super awesome.
Yes, it is. Thank you for teaching us.
Absolutely. It's definitely my pleasure. This is something I'm passionate about, teaching you guys how to be more organized in your business to make it less overwhelming for you guys. That's definitely something I've been passionate about. All right, so we are doing filters. So on this dot, we can show in table. Could hide all. Oof, that's a lot of hiding. Okay, we can select showing. So name is always going to be available. You can't hide this at all. Okay, but we can show specific options. Okay, and the way that you select the options to show is how it'll appear on the board. Okay, but let's say we want to show all. You just click on show all and it'll pull everything back up. Okay,
Why would we hide it?
So for training purposes, let's say you're onboarding a new client or new team member and you want to help them get organized. I definitely, bye Sue, thanks so much for joining. I definitely like to use my own boards to show my clients, but or not my clients, my team members, but I do want to
Hide. Okay, I got
hide
it.
the personal info. So
Okay.
I'll just hide the column altogether and just use the information that's generic, like the
Mhm.
dates and the trip type and like notes and things like that, so that they get an idea of the board.
Yeah, just for like training purposes, but if I'm by myself, I don't need that.
Yeah, no, you can also hide it if you're finding that you don't use the column. You can hide it, but then if you want to restore the column to use it in the future, you can show it.
Yeah,
Or
because let's say the page becomes a little bit too long to,
too crowded.
yes,
Yeah.
okay,
Absolutely.
thank you.
I just like to remind myself this is a table and I do need to keep it shorter because it's for contact relations, not anything else. So I probably wouldn't put the hotel preferences here. I'd probably make an entire board just for my clients' information from the form that you send to them. Okay, so I'm going to hide this in view. Now I have the most important information, and if I scroll over, I can see all of it in one view. And that way I don't have to scroll back and forth. That'll make me dizzy, especially with my head injury too. So
It makes sense though. It does,
yeah,
because if you're doing research, you really don't care about the number, but Christmas time, then you want to look at the number.
right.
So it
Absolutely.
makes I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
It makes it faster and easier.
it does. It does. And also, it's easier for you when you're filling out personal information to book the trips. You can pull this table up and then open their contact and boom, it's right there. It's already filled out for you. And then here's a good place.
Where did you go to open the contact? Sorry.
Okay, no, I'll do it
How
again.
did you do that?
Okay, I'll show you guys. Okay,
Magic.
so there's an open feature on the contact. You guys, this is the best part about Notion. It's organizing you so that it connects everything together. Boom. I hovered my mouse over the client's name
That's
and
amazing.
it connected to open inside Peak. Okay, so it popped open this screen. Okay, and then up here you have different options for this side screen. Okay, so you've got close, open in full page. This is also keyboard shortcuts for escape and control enter. Control enter. Control Z is your undo button. So you would probably have to go backwards on the web browser. Okay. So this is the switch peak mode, and you can select center peak. I love this one when I'm building content because I'm able to click out of it if it's messing up, but also it gives you a menu bar on the side. So I can scroll up and jump to different sections. I'll show you, don't worry. So then you have share. So you can share this contact with yourself to your email. Let's say you're on the go and you need this contact information in your phone for it to transfer to your contacts on your mobile device. Share is a good place to start. If you have somebody who's in your workspace with you, you can write comments, or you can just write comments to yourself. I've done that. you can view past changes to this history on the page. So if you click on it, you can see I edited Bella Swan. Okay. You can add this contact to favorites. Let's say they're traveling and you want their contact to be available to you on your left-hand bar menu. You can add it to the favorites and I'll show you where it shows up. Favorites, Bella Swan. Okay. And then you can remove from favorites just by clicking on the 3 dots and then remove it. Okay. So we're going to open this and then I'm going to pop this into the full view for you guys so you don't get confused. Okay. This is a create a template for the contact. Okay. So now we've made the board. Now we're making the contact. Okay. So the contact, this is editing the template for what you want to see on the contact information. Okay. So we've got all this information. This is going to stay empty for the new client because you're already going to have filled that in. But for here, we want to create contact information. Sorry, last contacted. Last contact. All right. So all of these sections in this blank page are editable. So you click on the 6 dots next to it and you see how it popped out a menu. So you've got comments, suggestions, ask AI, delete, duplicate, turn into, and you remember that command button that we did at the beginning when we were selecting the table? This is the top basic options of that menu, but it's specific to the line that's highlighted for last contact. So it's only going to edit that last contact and not the entire page. Okay. And you can do text. This is the menus for the sidebar. So a header 1 is like a longer line. Header 2 is a shorter line. Header 3, it's indented in underneath the shorter line. So it's like, let me show you. Last contact, client name. Okay, so we did a header 1 here. So we're going to do header 2 here. Boom. Do you see how that popped up? And then information. But this is just regular text and it didn't pop up underneath, right? So we're going to do header 3, boom, right there. Okay, do you see what I'm talking about with the menu, last contact, client name, information? But I don't want these, so I'm just going to delete them. So I'm just highlighting it with the 6 dots, delete. Click, delete. Okay. So we can, underneath this, add in a bullet list of when you last contacted them. Okay. Or you can do, I did an enter button to delete that in case like you accidentally turned it. You could do a to-do list. Sorry, to-do list. You could do a page in. So we want to do projects. That brought us to a project. This is a new project. Did you see that?
No,
No? Okay, I'll go back.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. I'll go back. All right. So we're on the template, right?
Yep.
So let's do that above the last contact because we want it to be here. Okay. So, sorry. We're doing in the menu, turn into page in, and then we are going to do the projects. Okay. So it's untitled project here. Now we can connect this to something. And I just clicked on it. I just clicked on Untitled, and it brought me to the page for the project, to create a project. Okay, so you see that? Untitled right here. I'll do that one more time. Whoops, sorry. I'll do this one more time. Clicked on the 6 dots. Turn into, whoops, page in projects. Okay. And it added an untitled project to it. Now we don't want to edit the project because this is a template. Let's remember, we want to keep that blank so that when we create a new client, we can create a new project, because we don't get clients without projects, right? So we want to make sure that we're connecting them to a new project for our new client, because if you're going back to an old client, you can just add another project to their contact and it'll keep them connected. Does that
So
make sense?
like in other words, okay, we're adding a project, we have so many projects, and then they go, we want to go back to the Hawaii that you sent us 2 years ago. We can go back to the project.
It wouldn't be 2
Is
years.
that,
In Notion, they
well,
do
I'm, you
dump
know, I'm trying to,
data. They
yeah.
do dump data. If you're not
Oh,
active,
do they?
yeah, they do. If you're
Okay.
not active in the project, they'll dump the data. It's
Okay.
because they don't want their platform to be bogged down. It only holds a certain amount of data. So for
Okay.
the free plan, don't add pictures to your projects. Keep them in your files so you
Okay.
can hold more data.
I
But
started
in
doing
my
that.
plan, the
Okay.
plus plan, because I'm working with someone, I need to have more data because I have to add pictures to my projects. That's how I'm transferring the data to the other person.
Okay. Are
Okay.
you, so are you are paying?
I do pay because I have
Um,
an employee at my business.
how much is it more?
I do $10 a month for the plus plan.
That's it?
Yeah, it's just $10 a month. They
Oh,
also
okay.
have a yearly option, so it's per person. So I'm paying $20 a month plus tax for
Oh, that's
the 2
still,
of us. It's
that's
still not bad. But
that's still good.
yeah, but
This is a lot of information together and
it's
pretty. It's
collaborative
put
too.
together
Yeah.
pretty. Yes, and I need this in my
Yes.
I have
We
so
all
many
need it in our
notebooks.
lives.
I have so many notebooks, and you know, and I needed this, and I started, but I was
I
getting,
don't use
you know,
paper or
and I
pen.
needed you. Needed you.
I don't use paper or pen in my business. This is it. I use my notepad sometimes when I need to take notes. But when I'm working with a client, I pull this up with my email.
It makes sense. Yes. Okay.
I take consultations with this up. I'm taking notes in the project. So like here
Okay.
I'll show you when we have gotten the I'll show you when we've gotten the template put together. I'll show you how I do the project. It'll all make sense once I've shown you how to develop your projects. Okay. And Josette, I can definitely stay a little longer with you if you wanted to do like a one-on-one so that we can get you set up too.
I kind of want you to see what I started.
Okay.
Well, I started this before you started class.
Yeah,
These
okay.
classes. So when you started, I was so happy, but now I really got to get in it. And
Okay.
but I was forgetting the commands. So that's
Don't
whenever you
worry
have
about
time.
the commands. The keyboard commands will come later. You'll get a
Okay.
feel of the platform and how to use it with your mouse first. I think that's a lot easier because you're just playing around with everything and you can easily go
I am.
backwards. They have an undo button in the menu. So you can change the font, make the text smaller with larger, suggest edits, lock this page, create a table of contents. You can customize this page. So
I have a question.
yes, ma'am.
Where do I find this template? I'm laughing because I'm slow, so I
No.
don't want to interrupt. So the one with no info on, because I've been trying to find it on my computer without asking, but I'm lost.
No.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll go back. How far back do you need me to go?
No, how did you get to that, the one with no info? This one.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So you
So
opened
let me whoops.
okay.
Let me go back. Okay.
Okay. I'm here.
Okay. So it actually whoops. It actually hold on a second. It actually should
Oh,
just going to delete these. But it didn't want to work. All right, so this is Bella Swan,
yes.
right? So we hovered over the contact and opened this.
Okay.
So it does say press enter to continue with an empty page or
Oh,
a template.
okay.
Okay. So what I did in the contact was select create a template, but I first opened up into a center peak at the top. Okay. So this is how I got to this view.
Okay.
The center peak is right here. And then I selected create a template. Are you there?
Wait, I open it. Oh, let me delete it. Okay. So press enter to create a template. Okay, got it. Oh,
Don't press
here you go.
enter. It'll keep the page empty. What
Yes.
you want to do is click on create a template.
Okay.
And then it'll bring you here to the untitled page that we were working on.
Perfect.
Okay. So this template,
Thank
you
you.
do want to remain empty. Okay. At
Okay.
the top, because this will already be filled in for the contact information you've added to your board.
Okay.
Okay. So the board that we made on the page at the beginning fills in to this section here automatically, which is
Yep.
super cool. So what we're creating is the template for when the contact information populates for us when we open it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So this is empty down here. We're going to be working in this section. So do you remember that command prompt that we did at the beginning to pick the table? We're going to press that. Whoops, not up there. We're going to click down here and then press that.
Okay.
And it's going to bring back up that table. This is the basic blocks. And you can also find it in your 6 dots, turn into, and these are the basic blocks. Okay, so we're going to select heading 1. You see how it made that bigger. We're going to show text. And then heading 1. It made it bigger. You saw that? Okay.
One. Okay.
It also says heading 1 right here.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to do last contact. So this is the template for what you want to see in your contact options. Okay. So I like to keep track of when I've contacted my clients and what we've spoken about. That's just because I worked in the call centers for 3 years and we were required to take note of what we spoke about to the client so that whoever was looking at the case could see what we spoke about on the call without having to pull the call and listen to it.
Makes sense.
Okay. It's a lot simpler for refreshing you from the day before. If you've worked on this client's trip 3 months ago, you know, you can see, oh, okay, so I last spoke to this client about tickets for their flights 2 months ago. Let's get those flights going because it's now time to be able to book them. Or, you know, I sent an email to my client last night with quotes, right? So I'm gonna put that here in this contact list. But this is a template, so we want to leave this as basic as possible because each client is going to look different, right?
Yes.
So to move this, you can drag it, but there's nothing to drag it to. So we're going to click it. So the cursor is in the front of the last, so the L on last, and then press enter on your keyboard to move it down. Okay. And I'm just giving it tons of space because we're going to add a property to the very top underneath comment.
Okay.
Okay. So you see the plus and the 6 dots right here
Yeah.
on the left. We're going to select plus,
Okay.
and then we're going to scroll down to I'm getting there, I promise you guys. So these are the connections. You can embed things to this page.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. Synced databases. This is where you can probably add in your Calendly information. You can create text and markdowns, import things from different Google Docs, Word, workflowy, Quip, PDF, zip files, things like that. But those take up a lot of space, so I don't recommend it.
Would
Okay,
you save, would you save here their passport pictures?
no,
No.
no.
Why
Keep
not?
those on your computer in your filing system to
Okay.
protect them from, this is a web browser page. Anybody can hack it. I understand that personal identifiable information is stored here.
Okay.
You can protect it with a password, which I have done. So people have to request access to my workspace. And I've actually had somebody request access and view it before. So they can see like that it's a real thing, that it actually works. And then I removed them very quickly, like the next day. So it's definitely in your settings. There's protections that you can add to Notion that will allow it to become more secure. But at the moment, I don't recommend putting in passports, IDs, credit card pictures or numbers or anything like that, just to make sure that you're preventing fraudulent activity.
Okay.
Your file system on your Microsoft and or MacBook, a Mac Pro Mac computer system, those are secure. They're private files that you are the only one that have access to.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and save to we're actually going to click on the 6 dots because what I want to add onto this page isn't working in the plus sign. So we need a little bit more options from this menu. So the 6 dots and then turn into. And then, sorry guys. 6 dots turn into and then page in. So we're going to select projects. Okay. So now you have a project that's untitled, brand new, attached to the contact template. This way you'll be able to see and view. You can start a new project right from the contact board. Okay, so you'll see what I'm talking about. So we're gonna just create a bullet list. Whoops. You could do your business name. and then we, start the contacts that way. And then you can do traveling dates. Okay. And then turn into heading 1. Okay, so now you have 2 different options here on the side menu to select from. Okay. And so we're going to enter underneath that, and then we're going to turn into, okay, so you could just keep it text and then do travel departure, or just departure if you want. And then return. And then this is a good template to start with. You can add in boards. So turn into page, and then let's go back. We're actually not going to do that. We're going to do delete. All right, so we have a good starting point for this template here. Okay, so now we're going to click out of it. Okay, so now you're back at the beginning on your contacts board, right? So you're going to click on the contact Bella Swan, and boom, now you have a template here. You can rename this template by editing it, and then do contact info. Oops. Sorry, guys. Excellent. Contact info. So when your new contacts are created, you can click on this template and it'll load everything that you want from the template you just created. All right. So now you have what you wanted for the project. Okay. So you can see that. Let me hover. It says Bon Viaggio headquarters / projects. Now you have a project connected to it. So you've got your last contacted, travel dates. That's all there, right? So now we can click on the projects, and Bella Swan wants to go to Arizona. So we could do, I do all mine Swan trip, Arizona, USA. And then these are all properties. So property, status, owner, project, that's all created on your projects when you selected the template. But the priority is, low. It's in planning. I'm the owner of it. Project is the same. Okay. Swan trip. And then you can also, pop it out and add an icon. Whatever you want. And then you have qualifying questions. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove traveler. We're deleting properties and connecting all this information. Hi, Dee Dee. Thanks for joining.
Sorry.
No, you're totally fine. Okay, so this is a new project. So we're going to add that new project here. Okay. What we are gonna do is add a property to the project board, okay? So do contacts. No. All right, so we're gonna add a relation. We're gonna do contact info. Do you see that? Okay. There's contact info right here. And then show on client info. Related property on client info is projects. And then you're gonna add relation. And boom. Now you have the client info and you can select Bella Swan and move this up. To select the client. And now it's Swan Trip, Arizona, USA. Did everybody get that? So now you have a project connected to your contact. All you have to do is click on the contact and it'll take you back to it. And then click on the project and it'll take you back to that. Boom. Now you're done. You've built a board that effectively connects your contact to the project. So you no longer have to enter in their contact information in all the properties by hand. You have everything that you need in a contact. And then when you create your next page for their travel preferences, you can add that to a relation on the project for the template. And now you have their contact information on the contact board and their travel preferences on the travel board. And now you're done. You've created an entire page. Any questions so far?
Oh, no.
Excellent. All right, so now what we're gonna do is add a view. This is really easy to do. So we're back on the contacts for clients board. Okay. We are going to add a view here with this plus sign next to table. Okay. So let's do a board. I like to keep track of my status for my sprint boards on my projects like this. It's super simple to see. Okay. Anything that's untitled, we can delete. It'll delete it for the entire thing. Okay. And then add a view. Let's do a list. Okay. So you have a list, a contact list. And then you can do a gallery. So if you were to add a preference to, add a property for their files and media, you can say contact photo. So you have an idea of what that person looks like. Contact photo. Let's rename that because I misspelled that. So you can click on it and then choose a file. And we're just going to use, oops, sorry. My logo for training preferences. Okay. So now we have a contact photo. So in the gallery view, oh, sorry, you do edit and then put the photo. You can actually put it here, turn into, and then oh, it didn't work. Okay, so we're gonna whoops, add an image here. Okay, add an image and then upload the file that you have for the contact, right? Whoops, sorry, for the contact, and then you're gonna see it right here. So their contact photo shows up on the gallery too. And that way you'll have, you know, an idea of what your client looks like. So you can, like, if you're a face person and not a name person, you can put their name to a face and learn their name better. That's me. I'm a face person, so I remember people's faces better than their names because I hear names all the time, right? For the list view, you can also change the icon to their photo. Boom. It's really small, but it's also on the board and the table. So when you open it, it's got their icon and you can just you can see it there. The gallery is the best best place to put it, but it's also in the contact information on this, and you can move this around too. So if you want this at the bottom, let's say this is the bottom and you're like, yeah, that's important, but I don't really need it at the top because this is more important and you want to access this quicker, just move it to the bottom. Put as much space as you want in between it too. So you can just keep adding to the page as it goes along. And there you have it. You have a contact photo and all this information listed under your contact board and different views so that you can select which one you like the best. You have a filter section to search for specific name, address, contact photo, email, things like that. You sort by these different options. Create and view automations. I'm going to be doing an automations training once I've mastered this. This is really hard, guys. I'm just going to say I struggle with it still. So I still need to do some more research on the automations and do a training on that soon. But you have a search button as well as an open and full page. So if you really have a long list of clients and you really need to be doing a lot of work in it, they'll all show up here. Okay. And then you can go back to you know, view name, page layout, and then you can customize it in the menu here. Properties, filters, sort, group. You can group things together. Like I said, automations. You can customize this. So you can add sub items, dependencies, mark blockers and shift dates, tasks. You can add tasks to this. So yeah. And then lock database. You can put a password on this. So it's not customizable anymore. You can copy link to view. So this would connect to an email, like I mentioned. And then you can duplicate this board. Let's say you want to keep contact information for your clients and your team building, and you want to do one for team building. I use the HR template for team building, but it's basically the same thing. So you can just create this if you customize this board and you want this board for your HR clients or your team building people. you can do that too and multiply it. And then let's say you've messed up the board, you're frustrated with it, it's not working and it's broken. Delete it, start over, delete it. I swear to you, it'll be so much better to delete instead of get frustrated. I've done it. I wanted to throw my mouse a couple of times working with Notion because it was a me problem and not a Notion problem. And I've done that for my marketing calendar too, so. And then of course, to create a new client, you just click new and boom, you have a new client information set up, ready to go. All right. You have this also, so you can create like a default. You can set this up to be your default. So use contact info as default template when creating new pages. Only on gallery view for all gallery view. This is the template that'll pop up when you create a new client. So you can create a new client with the templates already set up. But because I filled in that information for Bella Swan, I think it's going to connect the same projects for the template. So like I mentioned, you want to make sure that you try and keep the untitled project untitled until you get to the project. So we're going to open this and then we're actually going to delete this property because you can add a relation to the project here. So this will be empty on your new client. So we're going to delete this. And then now it's empty with the project here. So we can go through and edit this template. So to edit a template, we're just going to delete everything from the board and make it blank. Okay. And then you go into the contact info, select edit template, edit it, and then we're just going to delete this property here. So this is at the top of your list. Okay. And then now when you select to create a new contact, this template automatically populates with the information. My Notion's catching up. There it is. Last contact, travel dates, all of that is set up here. Okay. So we are going to let's see, edit template. Delete. We're going to just delete everything to edit the template. So like I mentioned, you should probably keep it all blank at the top so that you can create the contact info and you don't have to delete anything. So it will be an untitled template when it populates, but that's okay because you're creating a new contact info. So it's untitled right here. So you can create the contact information for the new client. Does that make sense? And here's the new client information. So I'm going to put my name here. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, and then I like the text, and then you can fill that out, and then when you create a new contact, here you are, blank, empty, ready to go. Boom. Does that make sense? Now your board is fully functional, and when you open the contact, you can create a project from here. So just create the new project and then boom. Now you have a project. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we did run over a little. I do apologize to Mark about that. We do need to stop the recording, so I'm going to do that now. Thank you so much to everybody who joined, who had to leave and join again.
Thank you. I found your YouTube channel. I just subscribed.
Thanks.
And I think I'm gonna watch all of your videos because they're really, really, really interesting.
Yes. This is going to be a game changer for you guys. Organizing your business is going to be the best thing that's going to happen to your life because it's going to make it simple and easy to do.
To be honest, this could be like a reason for me not to quit, but to slow down because in my life, I'm OCD when it comes for organizing. My closet, it's organized by color, just to give you an idea of how my mind works. So if I don't have a system, will push me to, second guess myself, like maybe I'm not good at this. So once I find my system, I roll.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm the exact same way. I have OCD myself. So I totally understand how you're feeling about the organizing, keeping everything in like a system. That's absolutely where my brain functions too. So we're on the same page there. You found my Bon Viaggio trainings, right?
To be honest, it makes me happy because you asked me at the beginning to talk about myself a little bit, and I was like trying not to give you the background noises that I had the guys working in my backyard, so it was really nice, and I didn't, but now I have the chance to do it. So I was born in Romania, but I grew up in Italy. And I speak 3 languages. I have double passport. And the thing is, like, my niche will be getting people from United States to Italy. Like gastronomic tours, wineries, all that kind of good stuff. Of course, history and everything else. But I need to set up my business for success. And before I do that, I'm not even, I put myself on the social media. They know I'm a travel agent, my friends. But before I start marketing to the public, I need to know my stuff. Otherwise, I can't do it. It's either I do it right or I don't do it at all.
See, I'm the same way. I just kind of want to give you some advice about getting out of that type of mentality because we're going to be learning 100% of the journey. Okay. This isn't an all or nothing type of scenario when it comes to building a travel business. Okay. When I'm looking at, I need it to be perfection, I'm limiting myself and my abilities. Okay. So I had to approach my travel business, my thought process as this is a learning experience. And we're not going to know everything out the gate. Okay.
I know that.
There's no doing it wrong when you're working with your mentor, your gold, your platinum to get through the first few bookings because you're not going to know everything. And also you're not going to have that down pat right away. Okay.
I know. I've been, this is a career change for me. I've been in a hospitality business my whole life.
Oh, awesome.
But I travel a lot. So I guess this is my ideal job because I can't stay put. I can't stay still. Right. So if I can do this from everywhere, because I have family in Romania, I have family in Italy, I have my house here in the United States. So I like to spend time here, there, and everywhere to have a job that keeps you like I had in Arizona, I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. It's
No,
like, no,
right.
I don't need schedule. I don't need to be, I want to work 24 hours for a week and then take my break if I can.
Right.
So this is my
Right.
job I was
Yeah.
looking for. And I think
This
I'm ready.
platform is going to get you organized for sure.
Yes.
It'll
But
set you up for that success you're looking for.
when I was telling you about me in knowing what I'm doing, I refer to the basics, you know, like I need to have answers to the basic questions.
How long
So
have you been with us?
3 weeks?
Oh, okay. So not too long.
No.
So, okay. So have you started your steps to success?
Yes, I'm almost there because I only booked my husband's fly back to United States.
That's still a booking. Congratulations.
I mean, I've been doing that my whole life for my whole family. So it's for me, it's like, yeah, it's wherever. My sister's flight, I don't know if that it's considered into the
Any booking.
$1,000.
Any booking.
Even if I pay for?
Even if you pay for it, it's any booking.
Oh, good, because I'm almost $1,000. That's my only thing that I haven't put together yet, because I don't know if that was considered.
Yes, all bookings, even if it's just flights.
Okay,
it's still
good.
considered a booking.
So that's my last step on that list, because I've done everything. I created all my LinkedIn and Facebook and Yelp and what else?
Perfect.
So right now,
this is gonna definitely put you on the right step to organization. In my YouTube channel, I did post it in the chat for you guys. I did give you I'm certified now what video. It does list in this comment section video trainings to watch to keep you going in your steps to success. And also it shows you like a list of trainings that I collaborated with other trainers on what trainings should new agents attend in their first 30 days. So all these trainers are amazing, including myself, providing to you knowledge, and you have like momentum to keep you going forward. So set up your Notion, get familiar with the platform. I'm doing a Square training at the end of the month, and also Google training next month. And I do these Notion trainings every week.
Good. I'm happy I found you. It's the first time I'm in one of your classes. I really appreciate you. But the thing is this, I've been listening and watching a lot of trainings in the last 3 weeks, because I don't have a job right now. I'm transitioning. So this is my full-time occupation.
Good.
And I'm dedicating from 6 to 8 hours a day on training and everything. So, but this is what confuses me. For example, you said, no, I'm not using JotForm. Other trainers said, yeah, you have to use JotForm. But so
you don't have to use JotForm. A lot of trainers do like JotForm. I had a difficult time setting them up. You're welcome, Josette. You're welcome. I had a difficult time setting it up. They kept kicking me out of the
So how do you set up the Google? It's just on your Google account?
Because on your web browser, you click on the 9 dots at the top right corner, and then you scroll down to forms and click on a blank form, and then just start developing it from there. It's super easy to figure out. If you hover over everything, it tells you what it is, so that you know keep moving forward.
The only thing is, like, I
also show you how to use Google Forms and Sheets in my I'm Certified Now What training.
So you have the training recorded on your YouTube channel?
Oh, yeah, it's my first training on the popular videos.
Okay, so I'm not gonna keep you any longer. I thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'm gonna watch your videos. Okay.
You're welcome. And Find me on Facebook.
I
okay?
will.
And add me as a
Well-
friend and message me. I'm here to help you with any questions you have for.
What, sorry,
coaching.
what team are you?
I'm Team Sky.
Oh, we
yeah.
are on the same team with
Yep.
Deidre.
I'm not under Deidre though. I'm under Emily.
I mean, but we are on the same team, I guess.
Yes, yes.
on
Deidre
Facebook?
is under Emily too.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Caitlin. I wish you a great day and
My pleasure.
I will see you
Thank you.
soon. Thank you.
Be safe.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.